Spanish captions are available for this broadcast as a special service of Nebraska Public Media. For Spanish captions, change CC settings to Service 2 on your television. Outside and has some room. In there for the touchdown. Coming home here in lane 5, well out in front of the field. And Malachek touches in a time of 52.92, a new high school national record. Back to back state champions. Nebraska Public Media Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from Morrison Stadium in Omaha for the 2021 NSAA Soccer Championships. And this evening, the Class A guys title is on the line as Omaha South, the number 2 seed, takes on the top-seeded Silverhawks of Lincoln Southwest. And hello again, everybody. I'm Larry Putney, along with former Creighton standout Warren McCrary. What a phenomenal crowd we have on hand here tonight. They were lined up around the block here at Morrison Stadium, waiting to get into this match tonight between Lincoln Southwest and Omaha South. And Marion, this is really a contrast of styles.
Not just a contrast of styles, but really battle of the best. We have the best defense, arguably, in the state with Lincoln Southwest and their goalkeeper only 5 goals against the best offense, arguably, again, 75 goals on the season for Omaha South. So we'll see who comes out on top tonight.
Should be a good one. Omaha South, Lincoln Southwest, obviously from Omaha and Lincoln, the Silverhawks and the Packers. How did they get here? This is the road that both took. Southwest with wins over Grand Island and Creighton Prep, and Omaha South knocking off Millard West and then a win over Gretna. So Southwest and South for the title tonight. Before we get going, let's go down to the field to the third member of our crew, Ryan Mix.
Thanks, Larry and Marion. Well, looking forward to a great match here tonight. And unfortunate news to start the night for Lincoln Southwest. Senior forward Ramsey Hamoda will be out for this match this evening in the semifinal against Creighton Prep. He had the lone goal, but suffered a collision in the second half. He suffered a head injury, and he's unable to go today. So the third leading scorer for the Silverhawks will be out. Lincoln Southwest has lots of support here tonight as well, in addition to Omaha South. The Silverhawks are the first team from Lincoln, boys or girls, to make the state finals since 2014.
All right, thank you very much, Ryan. And as we said, it's a terrific crowd on hand here tonight at Morrison Stadium in Omaha. Omaha South, Lincoln Southwest for the title when we come back.
We define the paths. You define the future. Wayne State College, where opportunities today prepare you to lead tomorrow. Get started at explorewaynestate.college.com.
If you or a loved one feels depressed or suicidal, please don't be afraid to talk about your feelings. The Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services wants you to know that you are not alone and that Nebraska needs you.
Help, hope, and healing are available in the Heartland and are just a phone call or text away. Call 1-800-273-TALK or text HOME to 741-741.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
What do you think about going to college?
I'm kind of scared.
I feel nervous a little bit.
That's kind of a tough one. I'm not really sure yet.
I'm excited for college.
How are you going to pay for it?
To be honest, I don't really know.
That's actually a really good question.
So what if you had a friend you could ask?
My name is Dan O'Neill from North Platte, Nebraska. From the western edge of the state to Lincoln or Omaha is a long ways. So state wrestling, state basketball, volleyball, all those events, that truly, I think, brings the state together, because there's just a lot of people that wouldn't be able to attend those events.
Captions are available for this broadcast as a special service of Nebraska Public Media. For Spanish captions, change CC settings to Service 2 on your television. What a fantastic crowd here at Morrison Stadium on the campus of Creighton University as we get set for the top 2 seeds in the state. The two teams have been number 1 or number 2 all year long. It's Omaha South and Lincoln Southwest. The Packers coming in at 19-1. Lincoln Southwest undefeated on the year at 17-0. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Packers from Omaha South. Head coach Joe Moss has them in a 4-4-2, Aaron.
Yeah, this is actually a little bit of a change. We expected a 4-3-3 from him, but I think he's adjusting probably to the Lincoln Southwest lineup of a 3-5-2, which we'll discuss in just a minute. But he's trying to get a little bit more weapons out on the width, where we know that Lincoln Southwest will look to attack as well.
So that's a look at Joe Moss's squad. Now we look at the Silverhawks from Lincoln Southwest High School, and yeah, a little bit different setup.
Yeah, again, this is a little bit of a change also. Yeah. I think Coach Scheich here is, so there's definitely some strategy going into play here. Coach Scheich has played a 3-5-2 in the past. Looks like he's switching to a 4-3-3. I think both teams like to attack using the width a lot. So getting some of those strong players, Edwin Cisneros and Braden Lackey, out on the width where they can really attack, stretch out those back lines, and then get the ball inside on those crosses. Both teams have a similar style of attacking. Yeah. But how they actually execute it should be really interesting.
Well, and important to remember also that this is just the shape they're starting in, right? I mean, right. The adjustments will be made throughout the contest, and you may see them gravitate to what is working at the time or what they need to do to counteract what the other team is doing.
Absolutely, it's very common. You only see the starting formation at the whistle.
Right. Both teams getting ready for this battle for the state championship here in 2021. Lincoln Southwest, as we said, undefeated on the year. They are 17-0. Omaha South's only loss this season came to Creighton Prep. That was in overtime, 2-1. The Silverhawks have knocked off a couple of scud this year. But if you look at the two teams, the stronger schedule clearly on the side of the South Packers. There's a look at Cisneros. If we go back a couple, they're the defending state champion, and Edwin Cisneros with 10 goals, 10 assists on the season. Go back a couple of years ago to right here at Morrison Stadium, 2019 championship, the defending state champs. That was a difference maker. Now number 15 is a freshman. Now number 9 is a junior. The junior mid.
He's a dynamic player. He can make a lot happen on this field. He's had some injuries this season, which is why I actually think we only see 10 goals and 10 assists, which is a lot.
Yeah.
But he's just such a dynamic player. He's dangerous on the 1v1. He obviously can finish. He's gonna be an impact player tonight.
Yeah, Coach Moss said maybe one of the most passionate guys that he's ever coached. You know, his dad played for Coach Moss, left wing.
His cousin Ozzie Cisneros is playing for Sporting Kansas City.
Right.
A lot of great soccer players in that family.
Well, this has been, you know, and Coach Scheich agrees, you know, this has been the standard bearer, Omaha South, in soccer around the state for several years. And if Lincoln Southwest is hopeful to get to where they want to be, which is in the conversation of some of those great teams in the state, along with, you know, the Creighton Preps and the Omaha South, it's a win like this that would do that. This would be their second ever state championship. They won it again back in the mid-2010s. It was 2014 when they win their only other state championship game and they took home the title. 9th trip to state. Very different story for the Packers of Millard South, as this is their 12th appearance at state. They were runner-up in 2010, but the next 3 trips here to the state championship have all resulted in a title. That was in 2013, 2016, and 2019. Time to introduce you to the players, and for that, we head to our public address announcer. Here's Tom Ryan.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Creighton University's Morrison Stadium in the 2021 NSAA State Soccer Championships for tonight's contest between Omaha South High School and Lincoln Southwest High School. The NSAA is proud to recognize its premier corporate partners: U.S. Bank, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, and Ortho Nebraska. We request that spectators not go onto the playing field at the conclusion of the game because of the possibility of injury to players and or spectators. The Nebraska School Activities Association is not responsible for any injury caused by spectators rushing onto the playing field. In addition, we ask that fans not climb on or lean over the concrete retaining wall surrounding the field. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our players and coaches. First, for the Packers from Omaha South High School. Number 0, Brandon Rojas. Number 1, Rodolfo Ramirez. Number 2, Ismail Hassan. Number 3, Eric Sanchez. Number 4, Marvin Bayo. Number 5, Rafael Marmaleo. Number 6, Julian Niz. Number 7, Sebastian Fierro. Number 8, Rufai Eno. Number 9, Edwin Cisneros. Number 10, Chops Cruz. Number 11, Wawa Palga. Number 12, Joey Adon. Number 14, Kevin Besserell. Number 17, Nick Abdallah. Number 18, Cisco Cardenas. Number 19, Aaron Rodriguez. Number 20, Angel Anguiano. Number 21, Gerardo Vaca. Number 23, David Rojas. Number 24, Bore Garcia. And number 25, Jesus Aranda. The head coach of the Packers is Joe Moss, assisted by Taylor White, Michael White, Demetrios Fountas, Eric Espinoza, Ryan Amdor, and Rachel Vidal. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the Silverhawks from Lincoln Southwest High School. Number 1, Nolan Fuelberth. Number 3, Cademan Schwanke. Number 4, Braden Bessman. Number 5, Judson Martin. Number 6, Leighton Jepson. Number 7, Quentin Kniss. Number 8, Eli Rhodes. Number 9, Carter Novosad. Number 10, Braden Kramer. Number 11, Braden Lackey. Number 12, Johnny Lee. Number 13, John Hull. Number 14, Lane Cruz. Number 16, Sam Rosa. Number 17, Ramsey Hamoda. Number 19, Derek Bessman. Number 21, Tanner Novosad. Number 23, Henry Spethman. Number 28, John Kennedy. Number 29, Joseph Patira. And number 99, Clayton Monroe. Southwest is coached by Derek Scheich, assisted by Sam Kiddo, Taylor Taggy, Matt Russell, and Evan Miller. Your officials tonight are Matt Seam, Brittany Hageman, Jayden Schmenkel, and Adam Holtz. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem. Tonight, being performed by Quinn Schieffer of Crofton High School.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, Quinn Schieffer. Respect and good sportsmanship are essential for high school athletics. The Nebraska School Activity.
Terrific rendition from Quinn Schieffer of Crofton. Boy, what a terrific night we have here at Morrison Stadium in Omaha, just off of downtown Omaha, the terrific campus of Creighton. And what a great pitch here at Morrison Stadium. Lincoln Southwest and Omaha South ready to battle for a state championship. One of the top keepers in the state is right there. Nolan Fuelberth, 5 allowed, 63 saves, 11 clean sheets on the season. First Division I goalie recruit out of Nebraska in 13 years. And if things go as planned and according to Hoyle, he'll see a lot of shots tonight against a very offensive team from Omaha South. There's Rodolfo Ramirez. 8 shutouts on the year, 17 allowed, 51 saves in his 20 games. So setting up to be a good one here tonight.
Yeah, both teams bring strong goalkeepers to this table tonight. And it always helps to have a great defense in front of you. But the goalkeeper being able to organize that back line makes such a big difference. And that's how you get clean sheets.
Well, you saw the crowd, and it's a terrific one here tonight. The stands are packed on both sides. Kickoff handled by the Silverhawks. So if you think strategically, you know, what is each of these teams they're trying to do?
Well, it was interesting when you listen to the coaches talk. They both talked about we love a wide, big, open field because we want to stretch out the play as much as possible. So I'm really expecting both teams to really work in those wide channels, have a lot of switching the point of attack. I think we're going to see it right here. From South right now. Just really swinging the ball from side to side. And really the whole idea behind that is to find those penetrating passes in a gap. But they're both going to be fairly patient looking for those opportunities. Although that wasn't as patient as I would have expected from South.
Southwest controls it back.
You can see as soon as Lincoln Southwest gets the ball there, they just get as wide as they can. They're going to get big, stretch out that compactness for opportunities like this.
Foul called.
I would expect a bit of a physical game as well.
Yes, right.
I mean, in the heat of the moment, you're just battling your trying to kind of getting your feet underneath you, and I don't. You know what? That's a lot of coaches would call that a smart foul right there.
Jepson sends it in, now handled by Lackey. Lackey, a transfer from Pius 10th to Lincoln Southwest. Finds himself here in a state championship. Fed back to John Lee. Now Lee controls.
Both coaches were very complimentary of each other, and the style of play, almost the simpleness of, you know what, it doesn't have to be complicated. We're going to hold possession, we're going to stretch the field, and we're going to take advantage of opportunities.
Omaha South really believes that they need to control the midfield. Whoever controls the midfield better is likely going to be the winner. And here's the first opportunity outside for Omaha South. Top of the 18. And taken away by Schwenke.
And Omaha South is going to look for Edwin Cisneros there a lot. He's going to generate play. He's a playmaker. If he's not going to goal, he's going to try to get that ball into goal-scoring positions.
So you saw the first opportunity from Omaha South, kind of going wide channel, trying to run up the sides. If you're Lincoln Southwest, how do you prevent that? What do you do?
Well, it's interesting because Lincoln Southwest has lined up. They've traditionally played a 3-5-2 most of this season, with those wingbacks really moving up and down those wide channels. They've made a little bit of an adjustment here tonight, and when we saw them line up at the beginning of the game, they were in a 4-3-3 with those midfielders really stretched across the line. So I really think they're going to look for that matchup, those individual matchups with Omaha South.
David Rojas carried that in, draws the foul. Omaha South on it right away. And a throw-in upcoming for the Silverhawks. Control taken here by Lackey. Lackey played club ball with a lot of the players on this Silverhawk squad. He turns the corner, centers it, shot on, and just over the crossbar by Braden Kramer.
And actually, I think we had a little touch there defensively. Otherwise, this might have been a goal right here. So great one-touch shot. It does a little bit of a deflection. I don't know if it would have gone anyway, but they get a corner kick out of it.
There's Lackey with it. Centers it in. Header just off on the shot by Novosad.
You know, there's a lot of talk about how strong this Lincoln Southwest defense is, but they are really getting involved in the attack right away.
Wide channel again. Here is the Packers. Had a foul just outside of the 18. But a good opportunity here for the Packers.
Yeah, sounds like some of the crowd doesn't like that. I'm assuming that's the Lincoln Southwest fans. But really, that's a fair call. Kevin was definitely getting in, and a little bit of a nudge from behind. Wasn't super hard, but it was hard enough to throw him off there.
Good clear. Shot on. Shot not on, a little high.
Yeah, I thought we might finally get to see Nolan in action for the first time tonight, but not yet. I think he's been so consistent this season that, this back line, this whole team in front of him have so much confidence in Nolan keeping balls out of their goal.
Good give and go there. Ball pass up the field, and little too much pace in the ball ahead.
If you notice, both goalkeepers are playing high out of their goal. This allows them to be almost an extra attacker for their team. They can start the attack. They can be a support option behind. You notice even Rodolfo coming well out of his box because he's comfortable with his feet. He's capable of playing. He can really start the offense that way.
For the latest soccer championship highlights and celebrations, you can connect with us on Facebook and Twitter. Be sure to like Nebraska Public Media and Big Red Wrap-Up. You can join in the conversation. Cisneros, again, you see how dangerous he is. Just so quick with the ball at his feet.
Yeah, he has the ability to change direction, feint one way, take the ball the other way, and it's so hard to defend that kind of speed and that kind of ball speed. And so even giving up a corner is better than giving up something for Edwin.
Heading straight back, and there's your first look at Nolan Fuelberth. The senior. Goals against this year, .290. Just a terrific defensive team. A lot of the credit goes to Braden Kramer as well, according to head coach Derek Scheik. Here is Kramer going in. Coming off the line and handling it is Rodolfo Ramirez.
Yeah, the two Braden Kramer and Braden Lackey, really work well together, really dynamic. And we've got an opportunity here for South.
Wawa Palaga carried that in. Tried the little touch pass, not received by Bessero.
Wawa's not a bad goal scorer himself. He's got 10 goals and 5 assists on the season.
You saw the speed with the ball at his feet as well. So one thing that, you talked to Joe Moss, he was comfortable with his team's ability one-on-one, right? He was very impressed with the team approach and the overall skill level of this Southwest team. In fact, was very complimentary and said, we look for faults. Where do we attack? And said, I could find no faults in the Southwest team, but he just said candidly, I think we're better one-on-one. We'll win the one-to-one matchups. We'll win the free balls, or we'll win the 50-50 balls.
Yeah, he's got confidence in his players. He knows what they're capable of. They are all really good 1v1 players. And ultimately, when you look at this, it does come down to a lot of 1v1 matchups. And I think that, Coach Scheik switching to 4 in the back, going away from the 3-back to the 4-back, I think shows how much respect he has for this Omaha South attack.
Lackey and Kramer didn't connect there. Headed away, Cisneros with a nice pass. Now a wide run again. Right back at it, wasting no time as the Packers. And Rojas has it taken away, but gets it right back. A tough decision there. Fuelberth about a halfway there.
Yeah, that's the scariest thing for a goalkeeper is when you get caught in no man's land. He started to go. Yeah. He saw that pass getting played back to Cisneros, and he dropped back very quickly. So you see him step here. And then as soon as he reads the game really well. As soon as he sees that shot is not coming, he starts backpedaling to prepare for that shot.
It's one of the things I think, when you talk to Derek Scheik about his goaltender, one of the best in the state, you see him here, Nolan Fuelberth, I think, he says you may see some really impressive saves from other goalies around the state, maybe the diving, the one-handers, the tip away. He said, Fuelberth is so solid that he typically reads it ahead of time and doesn't put himself in the situation where he needs to make those spectacular plays, but certainly has the ability to do it.
Yeah, I think that's a... Oh.
Here it is, coming through! Shot is just wide!
And I think Fuelberth may have gotten a little touch on that. Nope, looks like it's a goal kick.
Boy, Besseril thought he had one there.
Yeah, the real sign of a great goalkeeper is in the footwork and reading the game and being able to make those decisions quickly and early.
Abadala. Gilbert there.
He's getting to action tonight, isn't he? Rodolfo, not so much right now.
It was a very patient beginning by both teams in the first 7 minutes. Pace has picked up, and the Packers have certainly been the aggressor and had the opportunities here early.
And here comes Cisneros again. He's so good with the ball at his feet. It's like a magnet. That ball is just stuck to his foot. And that's why it takes more than one player typically to take the ball away from him. I do think that with Ramsey Hamada out, that's going to impact Lincoln Southwest in their attack for sure. He's had 8 goals on the season. He's been a big part of their offense, so that could certainly play a factor tonight.
In case you're just joining us, Hamada with an injury in the semifinal that has him out for this championship game.
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, the Lincoln Southwest players, these guys have played together. A lot of them have played together club soccer for many years. They're very comfortable with each other, very familiar with each other.
Boy, most of the 50-50s right now are going the way of Omaha South. What a move there by Cisneros.
Oh, that was a slick move. That was pretty. He could just do things that other people just can't do quite as quickly and quite as effectively. I mean, look at this. You've got 3 players chasing him down. Like I said, it's going to take more than one player to take care of him tonight.
Rojas with it. 3 on him.
And when one player draws that many players to him, you saw Cisneros pass that ball into a space where he was hoping a teammate was, because when you draw that kind of those many players to you, you're going to open up opportunities for others.
So off the switch, here's Cisneros again.
Like you mentioned, Coach Moss talking about Cisneros, his passion for the game. I think he has that ability to really, because he cares so much about it, he really lifts people up around him, raises their level of play.
Ball ahead at the feet of Besseril. Tried to center, looking for Palaga. While Palaga was there. See if Southwest can get something going. See if they can hold here and build through possession, which is what they would like to do. Tried the ball ahead here, but through pass.
And this is where I'm thinking Coach Scheich really he wants to see these outside backs. Now that he's gone into a 4-back, he needs to see these outside backs getting involved in the attack. When Lincoln Southwest has the ball, they really got to get numbers up, try to move this play into Omaha South's half so that they can have some more opportunities and not spend their whole time defending in their own half.
Rodriguez with it.
Well, if they can clear that ball now, if they can step the line up, I think they're hoping to get a little bit. Let's get some breathing room. Let's get out of our half a little bit. Maybe we can start to win the ball a little higher on the field and not feel so backed up against our own goal.
You would agree right now it's Omaha South controlling the mid, right?
Absolutely. I mean, controlling more than the mid. They're controlling everywhere right now.
Novosad with it. The 18 kick back to Canis.
He's offside. Omaha South did a really nice job there just stepping up. They actually didn't play the free kick because it was an advantage for Omaha South, so they just allowed them to keep the ball and play out of that. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more of those fouls against Cisneros tonight. And it's not that you want to see fouls happening, but when you've got such a talented player, somebody who has that much speed and that much ability, you know, when you're trying to get in and win the ball, fouls are going to happen. And you'd rather have those up here by midfield and not on top of your box.
Good control there by Novosad, and then he loses it.
So you can really see the Silverhawks really stretching out wide as soon as Nolan gets the ball. The thing where I think that they're not in their comfort zone yet is they really haven't tried to connect those passes into the wide channels. You can see that from Omaha South. They're finding Cisneros, they're finding Wawa, they're getting into those wide channels. It's not quite, it's a little bit disjointed right now for the Silverhawks in the attack. This is a dangerous opportunity for Lincoln Southwest now.
Lackey with the shot. He is fouled, and it's going to be just outside of the 18.
And this is where Lincoln Southwest needs to take advantage of these kinds of opportunities. You know, they're not getting as much offensive opportunities right now. So when you have something good like this, if they could maybe get ahead, get a little goal right here, we'll see how good their free kick specialist is here.
It'll be Eli Rhodes, the senior. 13 goals on the year, 12 assists, fires it in. Nice wall there by Omaha South.
That's a good attempt for Eli. I mean, yeah. I tell players all the time, aim for the head on when you're there. And Omaha South was definitely brave enough to take that one.
Another 50-50 taken by Omaha South. Wawa with it. Coming off the line and making the play is Fuelberth.
Really nice speed of transition for both teams there. I mean, we saw that move from one end of the field to the other in a really controlled manner, and you saw the numbers get back for the Silverhawks and Omaha South just building up that attack. We'll see if they can keep up this pace for the entire game. This is a good sign. Now you can see that right back is pressing up much higher and wider. So he's starting to get a little bit more comfortable getting involved in the attack. Seems like Lincoln Southwest is kind of settling in, trying to find a little bit of their own rhythm, connecting passes.
That was a slide tackle, but we're going to have a yellow card instead. Kniss.
Yeah, I mean, he comes in hard on this tackle. I certainly don't think there was anything flagrant about it, but when you look at this kind of a slide tackle, and it can be dangerous, and that's the reason for the yellow card there. Becomes a dangerous play. Just misses the ball in that and gets the legs.
Shot on just over the top of the crossbar.
Well, you saw a little bit of the athleticism there, Nolan Fjolberg. He has the range to cover the areas of the goal.
Another look at it, just outside the 18. Rojas, just a bit too tall. No score here at Morrison.
Interactive exhibits for all ages bring sports to life at the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame. Nebraska's history of high school sports is alive, while historic memorabilia preserve the rich heritage.
High school athletes, coaches, and administrators, all are trophy winners.
Inside the NSAA headquarters at 500 Charleston Street, just north of Haymarket Park in Lincoln. More information at nebhalloffame.org.
Participating in multiple Nebraska high school activities has taught me the value of teamwork.
I learned how to be a strong leader among my peers.
We set goals as a team and work hard to accomplish them.
I strive to excel not only in the classroom but on the playing field.
The Nebraska School Activities Association providing opportunities in 25 activities for our member high schools. NSAA activities, the other half of education.
Coverage of the 2021 NSAA Soccer Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest, Nebraska Public Power District, and Nebraska Kubota Dealers. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. We're back here in Omaha, Morrison Stadium. Along with Maren McCrary, I'm Larry Putney. Ryan Mix patrolling the sidelines for this Class A state championship between the Packers of Omaha South and Lincoln Southwest. No score in a well-played up-tempo game thus far.
Yeah, definitely a fast tempo. Lots of good transition happening, both ends of the field. These are the kind of championship games that you want to see.
Tried the through ball, running it down here is Novosad. And beyond the touchline.
So you know how you talked about earlier how the shape can change. So it looks to be that Lincoln Southwest is moving into that 3-5-2. You've got Cadman, and Quinton both really pushing a lot higher than when they started in the game. First 20 minutes of the game, you could see that 4-back. Now we're seeing primarily the 3 center backs and those 2 wing backs pressing higher. They've still got to get back involved in the defense, but they've got a responsibility to get forward in the attack as well. The challenge for those two wing backs is going to be Edwin Cisneros and Wawa over here on the right.
Terrific job there by Leighton Jepson. Clearing that. Nearly a through ball to Lane Cruz, who had some room in front of him. David Rojas will take a seat. Goes. Mistake best roll. He nearly had a through ball.
What a beautiful ball. This is part of the game that I don't know that Edwin gets enough credit for. His ability to find those passes, those gaps, those spaces into his teammates. You know, being able to see the field like that and make those quick decisions is next level play.
Ishmael Hassan, the senior coming in for the Packers.
Well, besides Fieldberth, we've got Lincoln Southwest has some other players going on to play college soccer. Braden Lackey going to Dillon College. John Lee going to Drury University. And Ramsey, of course, he's injured tonight. He's sitting out, and he'll be going to Iowa Western.
Cisneros again. 3 on him, and finally John Lee from behind with a nice tackle. Here's Lackey. Wants to cross, but nobody there. And by the end line.
This is very fun to see Lincoln Southwest. They're not building up through the midfield. They're looking for that transition, trying to get behind that back line, and then those midfielders are there to support any crosses that may come in. I think that they're gonna have opportunities. Braden Lackey's got the speed. We've seen him get behind that line a few times. Yeah, that's definitely a foul by Navasad there. Hopefully this game doesn't get too chippy. Referee's trying to keep control of it. He already passed out one yellow card.
It's on its way.
But it may not be the last card we see tonight.
So that went over the touchline. It was right on, but right down the line is switch here for Omaha South.
Yeah, really nice swing pass here. Again, attacking down that left channel. Cisneros gets it.
The header just wide. What a great pass. Right on spot, and Becerril.
Now this is a buildup that every coach dreams of, and most players dream of scoring a diving header. Just off the mark a little bit here.
Becerril just wide.
That buildup started from the right side of the field, swung all the way around, finding Cisneros, who then gets it in. We get the cross off. That's a really nice buildup play. you know, we talked about how both teams at the start of the game, we thought maybe they would both be trying to really attack down the wide channels, cross it in. We're not seeing as much of that from Lincoln Southwest. We're seeing a really good build-up in that style with Omaha South. Oh, here's another great chance for Lincoln Southwest.
Eli Rhodes looked like he had the corner right around the defender, and now a yellow card.
I was gonna say, when you get around a player like that and you're in front of the goal and you get taken down, that's definitely worthy of a yellow card. I mean, what a great move. He's getting past 2 defenders, so that's considered that you've already beaten the defender. It's not a red card because he's not the last defender. There's still another defender there, but really great job from Eli to take that kind of 1v1 and really getting after it.
So it'll be Rhodes taking the kick.
Again, I expect that Eli's going to do a similar thing that he did last time. He's probably going to try to swing it in a little bit. We've got these runners on the outside that are going to look to crash so that if Rodolfo doesn't pick this ball up clean, hopefully they can follow something up. This is an interesting move from Omaha South to drop that defender onto the, that allows everybody to stay onside.
Shot on, oh, the crossbar. And cleared out of there by South. What a shot, just missing. Now a little more action on this end. Here's Rhodes again.
Yeah, we're starting to see a little bit of footing now with Lincoln Southwest. They're getting more comfortable. They're moving that ball around now. Eli Rhodes is really kind of the engine, I think, of this offense.
10 minutes to go here in this first half. No score in the Class A title game. Let's take another look at free kick by Eli Rhodes.
He gets a little bit of bend on that, and it's swinging around, but just gets the crossbar. Doesn't dip quite soon enough.
Looked like perhaps Ramirez thought that was maybe a little higher than it was because you didn't see Ramirez.
No, he didn't. He wasn't extending for that.
So another one from Rhodes.
Yeah, this one I would expect he's not going to put this one on frame. I think he's probably going to go to the back post and look to cross this in.
Post, there it is, looking for the header. And a corner kick upcoming.
That's a great ball. That's a great spot. Dangerous opportunities happen when you can get it right in there between the penalty mark and the 6-yard box. Obviously got a corner kick out of it.
A terrific job there by Becerril. Taking it away.
Yeah, Becerril's a forward, and yet we've seen some great defensive stops from him. So you're gonna watch this in-swinger coming. See that little bend on the ball. You want that kind of bending. It's harder for the defenders to manage a ball that's swinging in like that, which is why when it hits the defender, it potentially sometimes can go in the goal. It wasn't quite deep enough for that, but got the corner kick out of it.
Back into the game for the Packers is David Rojas. Borre Garcia heads to the sideline. Another throwing upcoming for Ismail Hassan.
Let's see if we see that same approach. Nope.
Rodriguez
Take it.
took the shot.
He's got the range to shoot from that far out. If he can find that corner, he's gonna test Nolan a little bit, right?
Back in for the Silverhawks is Brandon Lackey. Novosad will take a breather. And Cisneros also comes out. Spanish captions are available for this broadcast as a special service of Nebraska Public Media. For Spanish captions, change CC settings to service 2 on your television. Palaga controls off to Rojas.
So Wawa has switched from being on that right wing. Now he's playing in kind of, it looks like an attacking central midfield role. So it'll be interesting to see how this kind of changes things for their attack. And also if Lincoln Southwest makes any adjustments to that.
Good tackle there by the Silverhawks. Good first half action here at Morrison Stadium.
Silverhawk players definitely show a lot of discipline in their defending, both individually and collectively as a unit. You see them shifting together. They stay nice and compact, but when they need to get in and tackle, they're able to do so quite effectively.
Good control. Shots Cruz. And then taken away.
There's a chance for Silverhawks here if they can get more numbers up in this attack.
Good tackle, sliding tackle. There's Bayo, Marvin Bayo with the sliding tackle for the Packers.
You know, we've talked a lot about the defense that Southwest has, but you look at Marvin Bayo, look at this. This is technical defending, right? Oh, well, maybe not. He started out very technically, very good shape, defensive shape. I don't know about that tackle. There didn't look to be a lot of ball on that one, but he got the ball out of it.
Becerra with it. Good move by Becerra. That's John Hull that is down.
Well, the referee's going to try to maintain some control of this game. It does happen. It's hard to foul when you have the ball and you're in the attack, but it's possible. It does happen. Obviously, we have an injury out of this.
Sophomore Packer is Hull. Here's another look.
He's doing a little run around here.
Ooh.
I don't know that there was really much contact there. It may have just been a change of direction type of injury.
Just saw it buckle there. You hope John Hull is okay as they take a look here with 3:25 to go in this first half. As they take a look at John Hull, we'll let you know that next month it's already time for the 63rd annual Nebraska Shrine Bowl. That's live from Ron and Carol Cope Stadium at Foster Field in Kearney, Nebraska. You see their kickoff set for 6 o'clock on Saturday night, June 5th on Nebraska Public Media World, nebraskapublicmedia.org, Facebook Live, and on the Nebraska Public Media app.
63 years of that Shrine Bowl, huh?
How about that?
That's a tradition. That's fun.
You know what else is a long-standing tradition
What's that?
for Nebraska Public Media? Is Backyard Farmer, 68 years old.
Wow.
I believe it is the longest running locally produced television in the United States.
Wow.
How about that?
That's something.
So back in there now for the Packers is Edwin Cisneros.
What I started to say earlier was Lincoln Southwest has been, talked about how good their defense is. But when you look at this back line of Omaha South, individually they are good defenders. Collectively, they're a good defending group. I don't know that they've gotten the credit just because their team has scored 75 goals, but they're really doing a fantastic job here in this back line.
Rufeino is also in there now for Omaha South. Playing that left mid for the Packers. Oh, look at the job of Cisneros.
When they brought him back in, they brought him to the right wing, which is kind of interesting. I think he's very comfortable on that left wing so that he can cut inside, and then he has his strong right foot to take a shot if necessary. Obviously, they're looking for him to do something a little bit different on the right wing. Obviously, they still want him to get to goal. I think we're going to see that a little bit here.
Shot there is wide by Cisneros with 1:40 to go here in the first. Settle there. Silverhawks. Build through some possession here. Here's the head to Lackey.
Now we're seeing a little bit of that wing back getting forward into that wide channel. Couldn't quite get the cross off, but you're seeing a little bit more of that style of play that Coach Scheich talked about.
Time ticking away here in first half action.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
John Lee with it.
3, 2, 1.
That will end the first half. No score between the Silverhawks of Lincoln Southwest and the Packers of Omaha South. So Packers clearly controlled tempo early it looked like maybe Southwest started to find their footing a little bit later.
Absolutely. I mean, I think they built some confidence, being able to keep the ball out of the back of their net, being able to contain Cisneros. Once they felt a little bit controlled with that, they were able to get forward into the attack more.
Ryan is with head coach Joe Moss.
All right, guys. Well, Coach, a couple good opportunities there by Besserell. Overall, what did you think about your team's play in the first half?
We're playing like we practiced this week. We had some opportunities. We didn't have to sub too much. It appeared that I feel like we were kind of wearing them out in the first half. So we'll see if we can maintain that in the second half, and then hopefully we'll put one away. But we've had some good crosses, and overall, I feel like we're doing what we want to do right now.
Pretty physical match so far. Does that play to your style of play, you think?
I would say, I mean, it's a little back and forth, but I would say so far we've probably been a little more physical than they have.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
It's been a physical match here at Morrison Stadium. 0-0 so far. We'll be back with more after this.
Electricity. It makes life easier, more productive, brighter, possible. Yet we only think about it when we don't have it. The next time you're doing, well, anything, think about how electricity makes it all possible. And know we will be there, powering your everyday, every day.
All this grass, all this mulch, all these projects to do. They all get done with the Kubota BX Series tractor. The Kubota BX Series. Kubota is a proud sponsor of Nebraska high school sports on NET. It's the crack of dawn, but it's never too early to get ready for hunting season. Acceleration, handling, and cargo room for work. The Kubota's Sidekick. For more information and participating Nebraska Kubota dealers, KubotaNEsports.com.
Hi, I'm Ann Finkner from Lincoln, Nebraska. It's not only just something that helps us learn, but it connects us together. If it's Backyard Farmer or Harvest Public Media, all of those help us see our state in a new way. It creates awareness and pride for our state that we have something here, not only a story to tell, but a production environment that we can bring forth and bring value. It's not just about producing shows and hope people like them. It's about sharing education and making people better citizens by having a deeper and broader understanding.
Terrific night here at Morrison Stadium on Creighton's campus. No score at halftime of this Class A state championship. We have some special awards to be handed out now, and for that, let's go to Tom Ryan.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are honored to present the 2021 Nebraska State College's Multi-Activity Student Awards School Winner Banners. Presenting the Multi-Activity Student Awards School Banners will be Nebraska State College System Board of Trustee Jess Zeiss and NSAA Executive Director Jay Beller. Your winner in Class A is Kearney High School. Accepting the banner is Athletic Director Ryan Hogue, Head Girls Soccer Coach Laren Rowe, and Assistant Soccer Coach Talisha Sorensen. Your winner in Class B is Aurora High School. Accepting the banner is Assistant Athletic Director Jess Gallagher and Aurora students Raina Cotto and Jeremy Oswald. Your winner in Class C is Malcolm High School. Accepting the banner is Athletic Director Dallas Sweet and Malcolm students Ashlyn Seahigh and Dylan Beach. Your winner in Class D is Hardington Cedar Catholic High School. Accepting the banner is Athletic Director Chad Cotto and Hardington Cedar Catholic students Owen Hymas and Megan Hymas. At this time, we are also pleased to award the Nebraska State College's multi-activity Student Award Scholarships. Presenting the scholarship will be Nebraska State College Board System Board of Trustee Jess Zeiss. Your winner from Peru State College scholarship is Elijah Morrison of Nebraska Christian High School.
So congratulations to all of the recipients. We're at halftime here at the Class A State Championship. When we come back, highlights in second half action coming your way on Nebraska Public Media.
After concussion, returning to the classroom is a priority of the NSAA. All brains return to learn, not all brains return to play.
After recognizing that an athlete has suffered a concussion, it is important to monitor the symptoms in the classroom before allowing the athlete to return to extracurricular activities.
The NSAA requires coaches in all sports to take a concussion course once every 3 years.
More information is available on our website, nsaahome.org. Student athletes are students first, athletes second.
It may be small, but this little bean fuels power. It powers a food industry as a source of protein. It's a fuel that powers diesel engines while reducing emissions. It powers a state economy and bottom lines. And it powers the rest of the world as a Nebraska export. Yeah, it may be small, but we're finding more ways for this little bean to power Nebraska.
Stream the best of PBS on any device with the PBS Video app. All your favorite drama, history, science, news, and documentaries, all in one place. Watch your PBS station live or catch up on the shows you missed. Support your PBS station and you can get Passport, giving you full seasons, early releases, special collections, and more. Get the PBS Video app now and stream the best of PBS anytime, anywhere.
Hospitals in crisis.
What's the lay of the land out there?
Difficult. The essential hospitals that are in urban markets, they're always living hand to mouth.
In a system driven by disparity.
The structural racism of how we pay for health care.
Frontline and NPR investigate.
This is unacceptable.
Tonight at 11 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Well, let's take a look at some of the opportunities for both of these teams, the Silverhawks and Omaha South. Here's the first good opportunity. The header just wide from Navasad. One more look. Ooh. And really, you mentioned it, one of the spark plugs for this Southwest squad is Eli Rhodes. Got the yellow card there, had a couple of direct kicks. That rattle off the crossbar, and for the Packers, they had some very good opportunities early as well. That probably the best. Cisneros with a terrific pass to Besseril. And Angiono with a nice pass. The header just wide. Again from Besseril. So 8 shots to 3 favors Omaha South. 13 total fouls, pretty even, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. No score here in Omaha.
If you or a loved one feels depressed or suicidal, don't be afraid to talk about your feelings. The Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services wants you to know that you are not alone and that Nebraska needs you.
Help, hope, and healing are available in the Heartland and are just a phone call or text away. Call 1-800-273-TALK or text HOME to 741-741.
We define the paths. You define the future. Wayne State College, where opportunities today prepare you to lead tomorrow. Get started at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
Stadium second half underway, scoreless between Southwest and Omaha South. Head coach Derek Scheich, overall, what did you think of your team's play in the first half?
I thought in the second part of the first half, after the TV break, we came out of our shell a little bit and we put a little pressure on them. And I felt like we responded really well to that, and it kind of caused them some issues. So hopefully we can keep that up here in the second half.
John Hull, the defender, went down with a knee injury. How's he doing?
He's doing okay. Obviously, he's pretty gutted for missing the second half of the game, but hopefully we can fight on and get him a medal here. So,
what'd you tell your team at the break?
Just told them to keep fighting. We made some tactical adjustments, and then we just again told them to dig deep. 40 minutes to go out and get that title.
Thanks, Coach.
Fieldworth off the line to grab that. As he said, 40 minutes to go before someone is crowned a state champ. At least 40 minutes, maybe I should say.
Yeah, the pace that this is going, this could certainly easily go into overtime. I'm sure that not that anybody wants to see this game go into overtime, but there's some good soccer going on. It's very entertaining to watch. I think we all want to see some goals scored.
So the throw-in will go to Southwest, not the Packers.
I think Lincoln Southwest has to be happy with that first half. It felt like they were under fire a lot, at least early in that first half. They got a little bit settled in, kept it clean in that first half, and even started building up into the attack. It was interesting when they came out, sorry to interrupt you, Larry. When they came out, they actually came out in that 3-5-2 or 3-4-1-2 formation. I think they're going to look to get those wingbacks higher up the field, get them more involved in the attack, and see if they can put some pressure on Omaha South.
Yeah, you anticipated my question. He talked about, Coach Scheich talked about tactical changes that they've made. That likely one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Coach Scheich I think Lincoln Southwest is having to make a few more adjustments maybe than Omaha South is. Omaha South is still trying to impose themselves on this game. And we've seen Lincoln Southwest make some of those adjustments, and they're working right now.
There's Cisneros.
And we find Cisneros back out on that left wing. I think that's probably where he's most comfortable because he is so good with that right-footed shot when he can cut in and be at the top of the box and have that on his strong foot. Coach Moss talked about maybe wearing them down a little bit. We kind of saw this in the Class A girls game with when you're defending a lot, it is a little bit more tiring for you as a team. And potentially, we might see the effects of that here later in the second half. We'll see how much this crowd actually plays into kind of some of the energy shifts in this game. There's obviously a lot of attention, a lot of fans that came.
Besserell at the right wing. So here's Hassan with it. Check that is Abdallah.
Yeah, and there you see Omaha South, just like Coach Moss talked about. He wants to get those outside backs involved in the attack. He doesn't play with wing backs, he plays with outside backs, but they are very attacking-minded outside backs. You can see here he's only got his 2 center backs back here at midfield.
Goal! Rojas puts it in. Fifth goal of the season for David Rojas.
And it's going to start from a set piece, this corner kick. Low set piece, just a one-touch little change of direction, just finds that back post. Fjolberth obviously upset about not being able to quite get a hand on that. Really nice touch from Rojas.
So the Packers strike first here in the Class A title game. David Rojas.
Well, and I think Coach Scheich was probably happy with that first half to come out at a 0-0 tie. Now we might see another shift. We might see another adjustment because now you're down, so you've got to get involved. You've got to get a little bit higher up on the field, try and create some opportunities in front of the goal. They can't just sit back and defend anymore. They've got to get a little bit more aggressive here. And here's a great opportunity.
Beats it in. Just knocked away at the last moment from behind. Bayo clears it.
And that's some of that great defending from Bayo that we talked about earlier. What an amazing pass from Lackey here. Just not quite able to reach Navasad there.
Navasad had it there, had a step on the defender. It was right at his feet, and in comes Bayo. Now the corner.
Yeah, that's a great defensive effort from Bayo there.
Another foul, and that'll give Eli Rhodes another free kick. This one called on Borre Garcia.
One thing that Rhodes is so effective at, when he's dribbling at the defender, he's almost able to draw the foul here. Because he's dangerous, because he's quick and can get around those defenders, he kind of almost leans into them a little bit, just inviting that contact.
So check that, it'll be Lackey taking the kick for the Silverhawks. Under the wall. Now Lackey has it back.
We do have more fouls than shots in this game so far.
Wow.
I mean, there you can see the little bump with the shoulder right there. Just enough to push Lackey off the ball. Set pieces might end up being the difference in this game.
Eli Rhodes. Right in the 18, one opportunity. It's there again, got it! Goal, Southwest! Braden Kramer with his 8th goal of the season.
Well, we said it could come down to set pieces. What a cross comes in, and they're just persistent here. He gets his toe on it just enough to get it past Rodolfo Ramirez. Braden Kramer, what an effort there. Resilience in the box pays off.
Quick answer for the Silverhawks of Lincoln Southwest, and we are even And a goal apiece. That's the equalizer.
Well, we knew this was going to be an exciting game. It's living up to it so far. Anytime you get goals, it's always more fun.
Gianna with it.
So now that we've seen so many fouls and set pieces and they're having an impact on the game, it'll be interesting to see if the players adapt to that, if they kind of hold back a little bit, if they stay just as aggressive in the tackles. I don't actually see any of them holding back. But it does make you think a little bit more anytime you get down into those attacking thirds. You know, when you're trying to figure out how hard do I go in on this tackle? Am I trying to stay on my feet more? Do I need to stay up? Because if I go down, I risk them drawing a foul. I risk getting a penalty called and a free kick against us.
Another foul, Bory Garcia.
We're starting to see this game open up a little bit more. Southwest is getting more aggressive in that attack. I like this answer. You know, they've got it in them. Maybe they just wanted to sit back a little early on and kind of digest the attack, and now they're imposing themselves a bit on this game.
So 10 minutes into the second half and already 2 goals. 1 for each team, and we're even at 1. Giano bringing it up again. Fieldworth handles it.
You know, it's really fun to see the energy of this crowd, to feel the energy of this crowd. They're trying to impose themselves and make them that energy, the crowd energy part of this game. It's great to see this kind of reception for soccer in Nebraska.
Giano set it in. And Esriel fell, slipped. With it, still controlling.
It's neat to see how the pace of this game is kind of opened up. We're seeing a lot of that transition back and forth now. Not so much in the counterattack, but build up from both sides. They're still both attacking down the wide channels quite a bit. Swinging this play. And this is why both teams really like those big wide fields, because they can really start to stretch out those defenses, and you can kind of see some of this happening we have a great perspective, right? Because we can kind of see everything from, it's a different perspective than when you're on the sideline. You can really see these players, these defenses, this Omaha South. There's gaps there now that weren't there earlier.
John Lee into the 18 and then cleared away. Good control there by Becerra. Here's Kniss. They're letting Angiano carry it in each time, right up this left side.
Yeah, he's one of those left backs there, those left and right backs. That's what Coach Moss really asks of them, to not sit back and just play defense. They've got a dual role. They have to be great 1v1 defenders. They have to defend as a unit, but really they need to be attacking minded. And you can see Angiano up here. He's almost into that attacking third, looking to get behind that back line, looking to help create opportunities. That's going to be a handball.
John Lee got a hand on it. So, Angel Angiano. Tried the bicycle, but wide.
I mean, why not?
Yep.
He was offside, but I certainly love that he went for that.
Sarah with it. Can't control. Throw in upcoming for the Silverhawks.
When you play this attacking style of play, using your wing backs, using outside backs, this is why you see so many subs happening, because it's demanding physically to get up and down the field, to be involved, got to get back on defense, got to get up in the attack. It takes a lot of work. The great thing is both of these teams have depth that they can make those subs, give those starters a rest, and the level of play is not going to drop. You're still going to see that high pace, that high level. I think Coach Scheich called it a little bit of he expected a chess match. And we're seeing some of that here. We're seeing some tactical adjustments. Even substitutions can be very tactically strategized to manage, you know, like when Cisneros is coming out, who are you putting in to try to take advantage of that space? And are you giving your guy a break who's been on Cisneros? And I mean, all these things come into play. And we're very much seeing a very well-matched chess match here.
Sent back to Fuelberth. Abasad back in there. Rafael Ramirez well off his line to try to make a play.
Yeah, Ramirez is comfortable with his feet. That's why he can come out that high. He's going to be there. Hey, if you want to drop the ball, give it to me. I can handle it with my feet and play out. That's always nice to see that kind of confidence in a goalkeeper. Huntington Kniss was looking for that ball a little bit earlier. They were a little bit late getting it to him. And now we've got a little bit of a counterattack.
Eno with it. And cleared. Giano. So another set piece here upcoming on the corner kick for the Packers. Giano to send it in. Oh, good hustle.
Yeah,
Prevent the corner kick.
Exactly. Yep. That's he's being smart too. I mean, he knows he doesn't want to give up set pieces.
Kramer called it the foul. Yellow card on Kramer.
And now Kramer's got to leave the field briefly. Well, it's kind of interesting looking at that play again. A little bit of grabbing on both sides, and it's usually the second foul that gets the call. But now, yeah, Braden's got to come out since he's got the yellow card. They'll have to play without him for just a moment until they can get him back in the game. But now the Silverhawks have two players with yellow cards. Omaha South has one. And even this kind of comes into play a little bit now, because if one of those players gets another yellow card, now you're playing with a man down. And you don't want to ask your players to stop playing aggressively. This game is aggressive. It's going to take aggressive physical play, as Coach Moss indicated.
Looks like Tanner Novosad is grabbing that hamstring, trying to stretch it out. So Kramer will come back in. Wouldn't be surprising, just be cramping up. Spanish captions are available for this broadcast as a special service of Nebraska Public Media. For Spanish captions, change your CC settings to Service 2. Service 2. On your television.
That's a nice touch there from Wawa, trying to set that up. Maybe he had room for one more touch, set up a little bit better shot, a little bit closer shot.
Injury. Timeout. So 19:39 to go before we crown a champ here in Class A. The first goal early on in the second half. And Southwest had an answer. The equalizer evens it at 1.
All right, it's time to talk about us. Not him, not her, not them. Us. Thanks to us, things have been great. In fact, you can find us just about everywhere. Your food, that's us. Your food's food, that's us too. Your fuel, that's us. And should anyone out there happen to doubt us, by all means, just watch us.
Electricity. It makes life easier, more productive, brighter, possible. Yet we only think about it when we don't have it. The next time you're doing, well, anything, think about how electricity makes it all possible. And know we will be there, powering your everyday, every day.
Welcome back to Morrison Stadium. We have a great match here between Omaha South and Lincoln Southwest. I want to get perspective from the other side of the field because we have such a great crowd tonight. I found a few Lincoln Southwest boys from the 2014 state championship team, AJ Wiley, Justin Wiley, and Alex Ober. And AJ, you were able to talk to the team the other day, so share with the crowd what you told the team.
Yeah. Well, first off, I was just kind of expressing how excited I was for them. I know it's a really big deal, and I can kind of feel the same emotions that I felt playing this game and playing high school soccer in general. But I told them, you know, you're the best team in the state, and you got to prove it one more time. And yeah, the 80 minutes goes quick, and so you have to be mentally strong before the game and finish. Yeah, just generally told them I was super stoked.
Sure. Lincoln Southwest only state championship came in 2014, and AJ's brother Justin had the goal in that match. Justin, crazy, it was 7 years ago, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. I got a Facebook memory the other day that it was like a picture of one of the goal celebrations 7 years ago, and I just thought to myself, wow, I'm getting really old. So yeah, it is wild to think about.
What's it like to see the Southwest program just really blossom into what it is?
Yeah, it's really cool. You know, a lot of great players built the program before we got there. Winning a championship was great, but to see it continue to flourish with great players coming through the program, operating and playing at this level is a joy to watch.
All right, AJ, so from your perspective, what do you think is the key here, the final 20 minutes?
You know, I think we've seen strengths on both sides. I've kind of explained it as like 1 degree left or right, and that's the winner. So I think they're pretty tired, and right now it's kind of all heart that is going to depict the game. So, yeah, last, 20 minutes? It's whoever wants it more.
Well, thanks for the time, guys. It's great catching up with you, and hopefully Southwest will pull it out for you guys, but we'll have to wait and see.
Come on. Yeah, go Southwest. Both teams look great, but go Hawks.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Ryan. Great perspective from a couple of former players who've been in this situation, right? How often does it come down to, in the end, you're exhausted, and who just wants it more?
It really does. It's the mental and the heart. You know, just who can push through when physically everything in your body wants you to stop, and you just keep going and overcome all of that pain and agony for the glory of the goal, for the glory of the championship.
So a good opportunity here for the Packers. It's 1-1, 17:40 to go. Bayo with the direct. Bayo on goal, tipped away, what a save!
And that's Nolan Fuelberth living up to his reputation. What an incredible shot this is. It's got bend, it's got speed, it's got spin, and Nolan just gets his hands up. Actually, he tried to just catch that rather than tip it over. It still was effective.
Absolutely. Good tackle, terrific job. Control here by Kramer. Kramer drops to Kniss. And here comes Eno. Eno carries it. Eno's still with it.
A penalty kick.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
penalty
my
kick.
Heavens.
Chops Cruz will have the opportunity.
You know, I love what Eno did there, and Coach Moss talked about how when he comes off the bench and he can make things happen, and he's driving at this back line, able to find this little diagonal pass right here, and Rojas comes. He does clip his foot, which I think is why the penalty kick was called.
And it'll be Wawa Palaga taking it 1-1 game. Penalty kick upcoming.
And these are those pressure moments that you try to replicate in practice, and you just can't. Not with a crowd like this, not with this state championship on the line.
Palaga on fuel berth. Palaga got it!
Really great placement from Wawa there. All power and finesse into that left side netting. I don't know that any goalkeeper was going to be able to stop this one.
Went the right direction.
It almost looked like Nolan got a touch on it.
Yeah, one more look. Oh,
he did! Oh my goodness. He had a chance at that save. I think, just like I said, so much power. If you just do finesse there, you're not going to have enough to get it past that.
Oh, red card coming out. Red card called against the Packers.
Did I miss something? Was there something in the celebration that...
And it was called on Wawa Palaga, who's pointing to the scoreboard to the Southwest fans.
Okay, so now they are pulling off another player. I was about to say they still have 11.
Yeah, but they'll take one off, so they'll be down a man.
Was that his second yellow that resulted in a red?
Did Palaga have it?
Was he the one that had the... We need our...
It was a red.
Straight red.
Straight red, yeah.
So it was a straight red. So now Lincoln Southwest is playing with a man up. They're down 1 goal, 16 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, we're being told it was possibly after they returned to midfield after the goal, so not necessarily in the celebration, but something that happened near midfield. Eno called for a foul there.
Yeah, I mean, that one was pretty obvious. He's wrapped his hands around his waist. I mean, this is where Omaha South needs to play very smart. You've got the lead. You don't need to make any silly mistakes, no silly fouls. Just play smart here. They can manage the game if they do it right.
So sent backward to fuel berth. So Ryan Mix down in the field did confirm that the red card was for taunting. And you saw head coach Joe Moss questioning the call and the nods that you were seeing as well. Going wide, here's Kniss. Kniss centers. And a corner kick upcoming for the Silverhawks.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, unsportsmanlike conduct is something that we, you know, these referees are gonna come down on. Really nice cross in here. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit surprised that Lincoln Southwest didn't attack that ball a little bit more, right on top of the 6. And you see only 2 Omaha South players defending that.
Corner from Lackey. Lackey will send it into the middle and head it away.
Getting another corner kick. The set pieces. If Southwest can keep it down here, you know, this is where you have to be in order to equalize here.
Ly Rhodes fires it in.
So the physical exhaustion that we talked about earlier now is going to become even a bigger factor. To be fair, Lincoln Southwest, as tired as they may have been, they almost get a little bit of boost when they know they have a man up now. And now Omaha South mentally has to deal with the fact that they have a man down. They're already feeling tired. So for them, it's going to be a matter of, can we work smarter? Not just hard, but work smart.
So throw in here for Judson Martin.
Probably what you're going to see with Omaha South, you're going to see those outside backs maybe not get as aggressive into the attack now. They've got the lead. They've got to hold the lead. They can't just sit back and defend, but if they get too high, they're going to be exposed. So they drop in a little bit, only play with one forward up top, maybe drop in some of your, and you can see that Edwin Cisneros steps up there. That's well done from the goalkeeper.
Ramirez comes outside the 18 to kick it away. And at this point, if you're Omaha South, you're almost willing to pack it in a bit, right?
Absolutely, and you can see them doing that right now. They've got their numbers back. Even when they have possession, they only are sending really one person to get high.
Yep.
Can really just hold the ball here and make Southwest really chase. That's going to be ideal for South here.
Rodriguez sends it back. That'll go off of the foot of Eno. Southwest with the switch here. In the middle. There's another injury on the field for the Packers as Cisco Cardenas is down. So now they're playing 2 down with Cardenas sitting.
And the referee, he really cannot stop it. If you were to stop this when Lincoln Southwest has the ball, then it becomes an advantage to just sit down, right?
Right.
So he has to wait until Omaha South gets possession of the ball, and then he can call that referee timeout.
So time stops as they check on Aaron Rodriguez. Well, it's been an exciting second half. We had no score in the first, and all of a sudden, Packers come out and put one on the board right away off a set piece. Southwest returns the favor. The goal by Braden Kramer. And then after the penalty, in the penalty area, the PK, and Wawa puts it in. And then the red card for Wawa. So back to live action here at Morrison Stadium in Omaha. 2-1. Packers on top in a well-played game on both sides from the Silverhawks and the Packers.
Yeah, and you're going to see this just like you talked about. Omaha South can kind of pack it in. They actually could even be a little more compact than they are right now. But as that ball moves up the field, you're going to see them get more compact both vertically and centrally. They know they can be patient. They know if they can just deny, that really the pressure is on Lincoln Southwest right now.
10 minutes to go.
Another penalty or free kick, not a penalty kick, just a free kick. But dangerous area for sure. Eli Rhodes is on this again. You know he's going to be swinging this in, putting it into a dangerous. Oh, he was looking for Braden Lackey there.
If you're Southwest, you're certainly not in panic mode yet, but each time you look up at the clock and another minute has ticked off, the pressure begins to mount.
Yeah, it really does. And like you said, I mean, they've already pushed their wing backs up. You know, at some point, do you push up one of these three center backs and try to get some more numbers up? You've already got a man up, but can you create even more numbers up? I would expect at some point Omaha South is just going to try to hold the ball, maybe get it into the corner, just kind of shield it and hold the ball there. Especially playing a man down. Are they going to continue to try to score or just manage this clock and let it run out?
Nice tackle. That was Bayo again.
Bayo's had a fantastic game.
Good play by Ramirez to come out off the line.
Yeah, really nice try there from Lincoln Southwest, but Ramirez read the wall pass, came and picked it up before anything could happen.
Novosad was there as well. Good tackle. There's Kniss up the near side.
I'd love to see some of these Lincoln Southwest players get higher on the field.
Novosad as it brought, now the throw-in. That slipped off. No touch. Handball, maybe.
Yeah, the players were indicating that. The referee pointed to his head. And here you see Fuelberth out of his box, like I talked about earlier, wanting to get involved in that attack. You know, at some point, you get to a point in the game, if Lincoln Southwest gets another corner kick, we might even see Nolan Fuelberth come on up.
Absolutely. Good hustle by Joey Adon. Inside 6 minutes.
Yeah, and you can see every time Lincoln Southwest gets a free kick, They're playing quickly. They know they're starting to feel that pressure mount like you talked about. They've got to be quick now. They can't be taking time. They can't be patient.
John Lee sends it in, Nova side.
The key is to not rush, but you've got to be urgent. And Omaha South on the flip side is going to take their time every time they have a goal kick or a free kick or a throw-in. They're going to start subbing a little bit more, drawing out that clock a little bit.
Good slide tackle. It'll be throwing for Southwest.
The referees had a challenging game here, not letting this game get out of hand. It's physical, it's aggressive.
Yeah.
He's calling it consistently both ways.
Got here Cisneros. Bestman, the last minute.
Great job from Braden Bestman to step in and intercept that pass. Now you want to see Nolan Fieldberg either keep this in or, yep, he's going to throw it in. Like I said, get that play going as quickly as possible. Still got 3.5 minutes left.
Got opportunity. Besseril. Bestman.
Besseril and Bestman, they've had quite the matchup tonight.
Nova side, nice touch by Nova side. Caden Schranke was there, now Nova side chasing.
Another free kick.
So with 2:45 and ticking, it's going to be an opportunity here.
Coach Moss a little bit frustrated.
Rhodes throws it in.
Yeah, you can still see Fuelberth just creeping up more and more. We're playing with about one center back for Lincoln Southwest right now. Like I said earlier, trying to create the numbers up as much as you can. Now we've got a corner kick.
He's sneaking up as Fuelberth out midfield.
I'd put that other center back in there. You got to get more numbers.
Yep. Corner for Lackey. Fire! Right at the goal and saved!
Saved on the line!
I think that was Cisneros.
I think you're right. He's doing it at both ends of the field, helping to score goals, defending the goal. That's a goal right there if he doesn't clear that off the line.
And another one. Call on Borre Garcia.
I think we've got
and now
another
he got
card.
another yellow card. And now they're telling him.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. They don't want him to get another card. Here we see that corner kick. We're going to see Cisneros clear this off the line. He's holding, hugging that. Oh, he takes it with his knees, keeps his legs together so nothing goes between his legs. We've seen that happen before. Cisneros is Very disciplined, really good job to hold that post.
1:23 to go. Eli Rhodes on goal! Eli Rhodes with the equalizer!
Wow! Unbelievable! What an incredible shot this is. You can see the bend on this ball, swinging away from Ramirez into that side netting. That's what every coach is hoping for in this moment.
What a shot by Eli Rhodes.
He has stepped up big time tonight.
14th goal of the season for the senior, and we are knotted with 1:21 to go.
I don't think that this crowd is going to be disappointed if it goes to overtime. It's been such an exciting game. But now you've got Omaha South a man down, and they have to now, they can't just sit in and try to defend. I mean, for the last minute of this, I'm sure they're going to be okay trying to go into, just make it into overtime.
Rhodes again, here's ahead to Novosad, and Novosad chasing it down.
Looks like Lincoln Southwest, though, they want to win this now.
And it's going to be another free kick upcoming here for the Silverhawks with 45 seconds to go, knotted at 2. And guess who's taking it? Eli Rhodes fires it in, far post, and headed out.
Maybe just a touch too much adrenaline on that one.
Handball call. But inside 10 seconds, that is going to be it. And we have extra play here in the Class A state championship between Lincoln Southwest and Omaha South. Twice in the second half, the Packers have taken the lead, and twice the Silverhawks have answered.
Well, if you paid for your ticket tonight, you're getting your money's worth with this game.
We'll be back and walk you through the overtime period. What a game we've got here on Nebraska Public Media.
All this grass, all this mulch, all these projects to do. They all get done with the Kubota BX Series tractor. The Kubota BX Series. Kubota is a proud sponsor of Nebraska high school sports on NET. It's the crack of dawn, but it's never too early to get ready for hunting season. Acceleration, handling, and cargo room for work. The Kubota Sidekick. For more information and participating Nebraska Kubota dealers, KubotaNEsports.com.
Have you heard about FAFSA?
It's like a form you fill out.
Fill it out and you get money for college.
Easiest way to get money for college, hands down.
FAFSA.
It's a life hack.
It's your way in.
So you want to help me pay for college? I'm down.
Heck yeah.
Definitely.
How is this not trending on all the things?
It took me like 30 minutes to fill out.
So easy.
How much am I gonna get? This is a hidden gem.
Fill out your FAFSA.
FAFSA.
Drink water, buckle up, fill out your FAFSA.
History isn't just about the past. Knowing our history is a way to help us better understand the present and even improve the future. Nebraska's state historical parks tell stories that will intrigue you, surprise you, or even inspire you.
Learn how our history connects us all. Watch Adventures in History, Discovering Nebraska's State Historical Parks, Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central on World.
communities, which help kids grow smarter, stronger, and kinder. And we have resources for the challenges and joys families experience. It's all on Sesame Street in communities.org, where you'll find activities and videos for kids and grown-ups.
C is for community and cookie.
Join us at Sesame Street in communities.org.
Coverage of the 2021 NSAA Soccer Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest, Nebraska Public Power District, and Nebraska Kubota Dealers. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Ready for overtime here in the Class A State Championship. 2-2, Omaha South, Lincoln Southwest. So let's take a look at all of the action in the second half, and it has been an action-packed last 40 minutes. Packers take the lead 1-0. Set play. Kramer scores. Southwest evens it at 1. And then the penalty on Southwest leads to the PK. And Wawa Palaga gives South a 2-1 lead, and then, because of taunting, gets a red card and is ejected. So South is playing a man down, and Eli Rhodes puts it in, and Coach Scheich is excited. And here, look at the numbers.
It's interesting to see Omaha South with 16 shots, Lincoln Southwest only 10. The game is tied though. Lincoln Southwest with the advantage on corner kicks. Set pieces have definitely been a key to this game.
And the red card, of course, on the side of Omaha South looms large here, as it was Southwest late being able to come back and score with a minute 40 to go with the equalizer. So here we go, 2 halves in overtime, 5 minutes each.
Yeah, I mean, and as we were just talking about, that red card, losing that player carries through for the rest of the game, through overtime. Even if this goes into a shootout, Wawa would not be allowed to shoot any penalty kicks. So this could have huge implications. You know, we discussed earlier that they're physically exhausted at this point, mentally exhausted. They're playing a lot on adrenaline and desire and heart right now. And, you know, certainly there's an advantage for Lincoln Southwest right now, having that extra man on the field.
Yeah, just quick correction, it's 10-minute halves. So 10 minutes in the first half, 10 in the second half, and it is not sudden death, so we play the entire 20 minutes.
Yeah, certainly having that full 20 minutes to play plays into an advantage for Lincoln Southwest. Just the fact that, you know, Omaha South is only playing with 10. And you're looking at, now we're going from 80 minutes to 100 minutes. It's a major factor at this point.
So early on here, just 40 seconds in, an opportunity for the Packers. Right into the wall by Bayo. Bayo controls and sends it through and out. So back past the inline.
So where we saw at the end of regulation, Omaha South had set back in. They were playing a very compact shape. Now you're going to see them, they have to at this point. They have to take a little bit more of that aggressive approach. They've got to open up the game again. They don't have the luxury of sitting back and just trying to defend it now.
Kramer sends it into Novosad. And out comes Ramirez.
Good clearance from Ramirez there. Novosad was trying to get around a defender there, and Ramirez did a great job clearing that.
defense of Cisneros, this can be dangerous. He draws a lot of attention over there from...
Yeah.
They're going to call a foul, so it will be still Packers with the kick.
And really, this is what Omaha South needs to do. They need to get Cisneros to the ball. They know that if he has the ball, he's going to draw a lot of attention. When that happens, it's going to open up other players. Even with a man down, other players are going to be open when he draws 3 or 4 Silverhawks to him. Interesting that the Silverhawks are going with the same lineup they've had for most of the game, especially those wingback positions. Like I talked about earlier, it's so physically demanding. It's a little bit surprising that Coach Scheich isn't giving those guys a rest, but you know what? He probably has a lot of confidence in their ability. They've been playing that wingback position, those wingback positions all season, so they should be at their peak condition right now.
Throw in here for Southwest. Shot on. Fieldworth handles it well.
Yeah.
Backs off, takes the bounce.
Not a bad look there. He recognized that Fieldworth was off of his line, a little bit high out in the box. Fieldworth, though, again, we've seen this before. He reads the game really well. He was anticipating, able to get back and control that.
Good hustle there by Novosad to get back after that.
Now, what'll be interesting, especially in the second overtime half, will be to see whether the teams, whether they decide to take a strategy of really attacking and trying to score a goal and win it in overtime, or settling for a shootout.
Play for the shootout.
Ooh, that's a great ball.
Novosad, Novosad, what a save! Great save by Rodolfo Ramirez.
Fantastic save from Ramirez. Novosad, though, is going to want that one back. He's going to wish he had a second chance at that one. Tons of space when he received that ball. I think if he takes a touch there, he actually gives himself a little bit better angle.
Lets Ramirez commit a little bit.
This is Eli Rhodes again. What a beautiful ball he plays. He's onside, just rushes that shot. Here's Eli again.
No call.
Coach Scheich wanted that one.
Gianna was giving chase, has it taken away. Regathered by Rojas. And here is Rojas.
deflection, gets the corner kick.
Opportunity here for the Packers with the corner. Inside 3 minutes in the first half of this overtime period. Lifted in. Good high touch by Fuelberth going up after it. High pointing it.
Yeah, really confident from Nolan coming out to grab that ball. No hesitations.
With it now to the feet of Becerril. Becerril drops it for Cardenas. Rhodes the other way. Through ball was just a little too heavy. And the last opportunity for Southwest.
The crowd trying to get
into it.
Yep. This is when, as a player, when you're playing in overtime and you're exhausted on so many levels, the crowd really does make a difference here.
1 minute in the first overtime. Better chances here in this first overtime. Not really, both teams have had good chances.
You can certainly see the fatigue setting in.
Into the game for the Packers comes Chops Cruz. He'll come in for Becerril. They'll give him this last break of 15 seconds before we head to second half of overtime. Another 10 minutes upcoming.
Yeah, if you can give Becerril and Cisneros a little extra break before you go into that final overtime period, give yourself a good shot at trying to make something happen. Obviously, without Wawa, you're not going to have one of your best penalty kick shooters.
Yeah.
You know, so it's certainly something that Omaha South has to consider.
Well, they haven't left for good reason. We've got a great one here in Omaha for the Class A State Championship. Southwest and Omaha South knotted at 2.
Nebraska Public Media supports those who have driven miles of Nebraska highways. Those who have paid their share of admission fees. Those who have worn their school colors faithfully. Those who have practiced. And those who have stood on the sidelines. Nebraska Public Media supports those who have supported Nebraska high school athletes.
Donate your car, truck, or boat today, and in addition to supporting the programs you love, you'll also qualify for our most popular member benefit, PBS Passport. With Passport, you can watch incredible documentaries and dramas from Masterpiece, American Experience, Ken Burns, Henry Louis Gates Jr., Nova, Nature, and more. So skip the hassle of selling that car you don't use anymore. Go online or give us a call right now to donate your vehicle.
Coverage of the 2021 NSAA Soccer Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest, Nebraska Public Power District, and Nebraska Kubota dealers. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support.
Getting ready for overtime number 2, or second half of overtime, I should say. 10-minute second half between the Packers and the Silverhawks. Let's listen in. And just moments ago, Coach Derek Scheich meeting with his team during half.
Mentality monsters, that's what you guys are. Finish it now. You got it.
Yeah, if there was one of the two teams that might benefit from it finishing, it would likely be Southwest. The skill level of Omaha South is terrific.
Absolutely.
They want to be mentality monsters.
Pretty sure that means to be mentally tough. In this
Right.
moment, when everything about you is exhausted, this is where you learn to be mentally tough. This is where you choose to be mentally tough.
Opportunity here, Cisneros. Crosses in the middle. Great save. What an opportunity for the Packers.
Man, you got to keep up your mental game defensively there when you've got Edwin Cisneros coming at you like that.
And a 3 opportunity. Here comes the shot. It's wide. Novosad had the opportunity.
I think he's looking for a
He wanted
corner
the touch.
kick there.
Let's take a look at both of these last 2 opportunities. First, the Packers.
What a ball he plays in here. Great defensive effort. I think that was Braden Bessman again. And then on the other side, Novosad had a second chance. Couldn't quite put it away.
Boy, Cisneros. Oh, he wants that one back. Boy, you can see the exhaustion. It's just...
And this is why I think they had Cisneros out for the end of that first overtime period. Give him that breather so maybe he comes in and can make a burst.
Here's Kniss bringing it up. Kniss down in the corner being chased by Kramer. Kramer.
We're just trading ends back and forth.
Great slide tackle there by Bayo again. It'll be a corner kick opportunity. Let's watch the slide tackle.
Perfect execution. Gets the ball away first, then his leg comes down.
Top, here's John Lee. John Lee. Shot wide.
Had a good look at goal there. Omaha South just stepping out, putting up some pressure. John Lee has time here, takes this touch to his left, just can't quite get his hips around it and get that on frame. It definitely has a feeling that Lincoln Southwest has a little bit more energy right now. Omaha South trying to hang on. Cisneros back out. I would expect to get him, I would try to get him back in for the last maybe 2 minutes.
Shot is high. Angel Angiano, so close.
Angel Angiano still getting involved in the attack, coming from that back line, that left back position. But you know what, without Wawa, people like Angiano have to step up there. They have to get involved. They have to look for those opportunities to shoot. This is where that loss of Wawa is where Omaha South is really feeling it right now.
Still on it. Here is Abdallah. Abdallah, good move. He drops it. Eno with the shot. Header! Wide.
What a cross was played in there. That, I don't know how he got his head on the ball and got it away from goal like that, but that was an impressive defensive clearance. I'm actually surprised that more of these young men are not cramping right now.
We are in the second half of overtime. Five minutes remaining, just over. Tied at 2. All 4 goals have come in the second half. The equalizer with 1:40 left for Lincoln Southwest. Let's take a look at the goals in the second half. We'll start with the first one. Rojas.
Nice little one-touch there. A little extra effort to get around it and then punch it in with his toe there. Nothing wrong with that. Really attacking the goal, draws that penalty kick. Wawa finishes. Unfortunately, Wawa gets red carded for taunting, and Eli Rhodes. No pressure or anything, a minute 30 left or something like that when he puts that one away.
It's Leighton Jepson who will come off. And the throw in for the Silverhawks.
I don't think Leighton has come out of this game once up until this point, so you're talking about 95 straight minutes for Leighton. And it looks like it's definitely a cramping issue in his calf.
Still working on it on the sideline. Lackey controlled now ahead. Novosad.
You know, we talked about set pieces being an issue or being an opportunity, and it has been an opportunity for both of these teams tonight. At this point in the game, set pieces are still important, and we're heading towards a shootout. But really, this is where you've got to play extra smart. No silly fouls, no silly clearances, you know, no silly mistakes at this point. Like Coach Scheich said, if you can stay mentally strong, be a what do you call them? Mental monsters? Mentality monsters. Mentality monsters. I love it. So definitely a bump there on Eli. He gets knocked down. No call there, but we've got another yellow card.
Yellow card on Novosad. Lane Cruz will come into the game for Novosad.
We've definitely had more cards than goals in this game.
Oh my gosh. Silverhawks.
Lane Cruz gives some fresh legs to Lincoln Southwest, but they're trying to get Novosad back in there.
Here come the Packers. Here's Rojas. Rojas. Too tall over the crossbar.
Yeah, he put a lot on that. Just hit it a little bit low on the ball, made it rise over. Novosad's back in. I'm actually really surprised that Cisneros not up at the center line, waiting to get back in there.
Centered. Novosad was there.
And there's another one of those fouls on the offensive player. You know, Borre Garcia dropped back to help out Bayo back there, and they've been playing center back side by side. I'm not sure if that happened when Wawa went out. It's not a typical position for Borre, but he's done exceptionally well back there.
So the cards are about even. The difference is there's one more yellow card for Southwest, one more red card for Omaha South. Look out, in on. Try to get to it. Does not. Rocky had an opportunity. Novosad chased it down.
Beautiful ball that comes over the top there. Braden Lackey able to get behind that line. Nice little touch around Bayo. Gets a touch off to the side, but Novosad just can't quite get there. Not for lack of trying, that's for sure.
So Braden Lackey will get a break here. John Cannaday, the senior forward in there for the Silverhawks.
Cisneros is back in there now. One last final push.
Giano can't catch up to it. And with less than 30 seconds to go, Southwest will sub back in. Lackey again. To go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Well, now we go to a shootout. And the state championship in 2021 in Class A will be decided by a shootout and the last possible result.
Well, now I think we're going to find out a little bit about how good Nolan Fuelberth is, right? I mean, fewest goals against average for the entire season in Class A, and now it all comes down to this, and this is very much a battle of goalkeepers and mentality monsters. Who can keep their cool, who can keep calm, who can keep composed when you're in this penalty kick situation.
Fjolberth for the Silverhawks and Rodolfo Ramirez for the Packers. Each team will select those who will take a penalty kick.
So they'll go through 5 shooters for each side. And if it's still tied at that point, then it becomes sudden death. Now, this is something that every coach prepares for, and you never know if it's actually going to come to pass, but it happens, so you have to prepare for this kind of stuff. You already typically know who your order is. You've thought about this just like you've thought about your formation and your tactical shape and everything like that. So I know both of these coaches, they're experienced coaches, they're ready for this.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to execution.
Well, the last time we had a shootout was the last time we had a state championship, and that was with this Omaha South squad winning it over Creighton Prep in a shootout. And now they will try to do it again, this time against Lincoln Southwest.
Now, Nolan Fjolberth had a finger on that penalty kick that he already had shot against him. Makes you wonder, you know, he obviously guessed the right direction, had an opportunity at it. You know, does he have the advantage here?
And here is that goal, that penalty kick by Wawa Palaga, and Palaga will not be eligible for the penalty kicks here for Omaha South because of the red card. So the goalies have met. Fist bumps have happened. First up is Eli Rhodes. Rhodes got it.
And Rhodes has shown throughout the entire night that he is a pressure player.
That was a confident kick, was it not?
Absolutely. It had power. It had the spot he wanted. No doubt there was no confidence. I mean, there was no lack of confidence for Eli.
So now it's Marvin Bayo taking the first shot for the Packers. Bayo facing Nolan Fjolberth. What a tip by Nolan Fjolberth.
And you gotta wonder, he read this. He's moving, sees the hips, actually gets 2 hands on that ball. Bayo's gonna want that one back. It wasn't enough in the corner. But Nolan Fjolberth certainly did his job to keep that one out.
Each team still with 4 to go. Far from done. Here's Kramer. Block! Ramirez stopped it!
Big time stop for Ramirez. That's the way to answer, especially when you do it right after the other goalkeeper does it.
Lackey comes up just short of the save by Ramirez. And now we go to Rufe Eno.
Yeah, Braden Kramer just didn't put enough on that. Laid it on the ground a little bit. The ground almost can slow it down potentially a little bit. Maybe just not enough power behind that. But Ramirez does a nice job to stop that.
Here's Eno. Got it. And this time Fjolberth guesses the wrong way, and Eno puts it away. Even at 1.
Coach Moss mentioned that Eno is one of these players that can step up in big-time situations. He does it tonight.
Just inside the post.
The round posts on these goals might have actually helped that one. He really tucked that inside.
Now it's Lackey. Lackey's got it. 2-1. Southwest. Rhodes and Lackey have converted. Enos hit one through, and now Angiano, the sophomore, will try to do the same.
Angiano has a lot of confidence in front of the goal. We saw him all game getting up from that back line and getting in front of the goal, trying to make things happen, taking shots.
Here's Angiano. Got it. Big kick by Angiano, even at 2.
Really nice spot on that one. Fuelberth guessed correctly, made a long extension. Angiano was able to tuck that in.
Now it's Braden Bestman.
Now the crowd's trying to put their mark on this, see if they can upset Bestman.
Got it.
Doesn't work. Bestman got it.
3-2.
Ramirez again just guesses the wrong way, and Bestman doesn't have to do much, just keep it on frame there.
Besseril now. Trying to even it at 3. Besseril keeps it low and got it underneath Fuelberth. And it's knotted at 3.
Nice composure there. He comes from straight behind and then shapes his run, trying to disguise a little bit to Nolan where he was going to shoot. And
now look at Fuelberth. Fuelberth is going to take the final kick for Southwest. He'll kick and then try to defend. Fuelberth got it!
Didn't seem to be nervous at all on that. Goalkeepers love taking penalty kicks.
And now it comes down to David Rojas. If Rojas makes, we continue. If Fuelberth can somehow stop, Southwest wins the state title. Fired it right through Fuelberth, who had a hand on it. Just the weight of that kick went right through Fuelberth.
I actually am surprised this got through. He made the right decision. It was right there. I'm surprised that Fuelberth didn't knock this one down.
So now we're into extra kicks. The first team to miss when the other makes is a state champ. And here is Novosad. Novosad, got it! And so all the pressure now moves to Edwin Cisneros.
Well, this was the matchup we talked about quite a bit, right? Fuelberth, Cisneros with his attacking prowess, and Fuelberth with his defending prowess.
Cisneros, got it. No doubt about it. You see him pumping up Rodolfo Ramirez. Now comes Leighton Jepson for Southwest. We're into our 7th kick.
Now, typically, when you get to your 7th kicker, they're not as confident.
And it's blocked! Ramirez comes up big!
When you're this far in, you're not using shooters who take a lot of penalty kicks. So you almost wondered about his confidence walking up to the line. Just doesn't put this into a corner. Ramirez is able to make an easy block.
So it'll be Aaron Rodriguez to win a state title. It'll be 2 in a row for Omaha South. They were winners in 2019, trying to go back-to-back. Rodriguez for the win. Got it! Omaha South, they're state champs again.
Well, this certainly had all the drama that you would hope for in a state championship. The defensive battle in the first half, tons of action in the second half, all the way down to the 7th shooter.
What a remarkable finish here at Morrison Stadium in Omaha. And Omaha South has gone back-to-back. They win it in 2019, and they are champs again in 2021. Rodolfo Ramirez comes up so big on this stop. And that led to the opportunity to put it away and win a title.
Nebraska Public Media supports those who have driven miles of Nebraska highways, those who have paid their share of admission fees, those who have worn their school colors faithfully, those who have practiced, and those who have stood on the sidelines. Nebraska Public Media supports those who have supported Nebraska high school athletes.
Time. It's an interesting thing. We always wonder what time it is, and other times, we wonder, where does it go? That's because time flies and waits for no one. So, is it time to donate that car that keeps costing you money? If you've been waiting to give to public television, consider donating a car, truck, or RV. And we'll arrange for a free pickup. You may even qualify for a tax deduction. There's no time like now. Donate today.
Don't miss Backyard Farmer for answers to all your gardening questions. Backyard Farmer is your source for tips to growing your vegetables the right way, keeping your lawns green and lush all season long, and picking the right trees and shrubs for your landscape. For almost 70 years, Backyard Farmer's been your go-to source to help you keep things growing in your garden, lawn, and landscape. Thursday night at 7 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Coverage of the 2021 NSAA Soccer Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest, Nebraska Public Power District, and Nebraska Kubota Dealers. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support.
What a remarkable finish here in Omaha, Morrison Stadium. Omaha South wins it in a shootout, 6-5. Both went with 7 shooters. And let's take a look. Rojas just fired it right through despite the block. And that was the difference right there. Aaron Rodriguez. Kick he won't soon forget. For medal and trophy presentations, let's go to our public address announcer. Here's Tom Ryan.
Honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Executive Director Jay Beller and NSAA Board of Directors Kathy Wieskamp from Lincoln Public Schools and Tom Lee from Omaha Northwest. Here are the awards for the 2021 Class A runner-up Lincoln Southwest High School. Will head coach Derek Scheich and your assistants please step forward in the middle of the field to present the silver medals to each member of your team. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 1, Nolan Fuelberth. Number 3, Cademan Schwanke. Number 4, Braden Bessman. Number 5, Judson Martin. Number 6, Leighton Jepson. Number 7, Quentin Kniss. Number 8, Eli Rhodes. Number 9, Carter Novosad. Number 10, Braden Kramer. Number 11, Braden Lackey. Number 12, Johnny Lee. Number 13, John Hole. Number 14, Lane Cruz. Number 16, Sam Rosa. Number 17, Ramsey Hamoda. Number 19, Derek Bessman. Number 21, Tanner Novosad. Number 23, Henry Spethman. Number 28, John Kennedy. Number 29, Joseph Patira. And number 99, Clayton Monroe. And now, here is the 2021 NSAA Class A runner-up trophy. Congratulations, Lincoln Southwest High School. Now to the Class A 2021 champions, Omaha South High School. First, head coach Joe Moss, we have a special award for you. Coach, would you and your assistants please present the gold medals to the members of your championship team? Number 0, Brandon Rojas. Number 1, Rodolfo Ramirez. Number 2, Ismail Hassan. Number 3, Eric Sanchez. Number 4, Marvin Bayo. Number 5, Rafael Marmaleo. Number 6, Julian Niz. Number 7, Sebastian Fierro. Number 8, Rufai Eno. Number 9, Edwin Cisneros. Number 10, Chops Cruz. Number 11, Wawa Paga. Number 12, Joey Adon. Number 14, Kevin Besserell. Number 17, Nick Abdullah. Number 18, Cisco Cardenas. Number 19, Aaron Rodriguez. Number 20, Angel Anguiano. Number 21, Gerardo Vaca. Number 23, David Rojas. Number 24, Jorge Garcia. And number 25, Jesus Aranda. Presenting the team championship game ball from Farmers Mutual Insurance is senior adjuster Ryan Jones to head coach Joe Moss. And now for these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2021 NSAA Class A State Soccer Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Omaha South High School.
Omaha South champs again, and they've done it in 2019 and 2021 by way of the shootout. We have yet to hear from the winners. We will do that when we come back. But first, one final look. The trophy winner for the Packers. We'll talk to those two when we come back.
New York's Metropolitan Museum of Art plans an anniversary year nobody would forget.
An audacious vision.
I'm this excited.
But COVID-19.
Everything has been canceled or postponed.
And calls for social justice.
People are mad at the institution.
Force a reckoning.
This has everything to do with the redefinition of what art museums are.
Working together, we can overcome.
Inside the Met.
Friday night at 8 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Hello, I'm Paula Kerger, president of PBS. I'd like to take a moment to thank all of the sustaining members who support this station. Your support helps to bring all the great programs you enjoy on this station, including Masterpiece, Nature, Nova, and many more. For those of you not familiar with sustained giving, many of our donors choose to make their contribution on an ongoing basis, often directly from their bank account. Those sustaining contributions have helped to ensure that this station can continue to present the wonderful programs that you love, long into the future. If you'd like to become a sustainer, please go to the station's website. And thank you so much to our current sustainers. We are truly grateful for your support.
Don't miss Backyard Farmer for answers to all your gardening questions. Backyard Farmer is your source for tips to growing your vegetables the right way, keeping your lawns green and lush all season long, and picking the right trees and shrubs for your landscape. For almost 70 years, Backyard Farmer's been your go-to source to help you keep things growing in your garden, lawn, and landscape. Thursday night at 7 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Coverage of the 2021 NSAA Soccer Championships on Nebraska Public Media is made possible in part by Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest, Nebraska Public Power District, and Nebraska Kubota Dealers. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support.
There are your state champs from Omaha South. The Packers winning it over Southwest 3-2. The number 2 seed knocks off the number 1 seed in hand. Southwest, its first loss of the year. 17-1 is the final record for the Silverhawks. 21-1 the final record for the Packers. Here's all second half highlights and all second half goals. Rojas puts that one in. Southwest ties it just minutes later. And then the penalty in the penalty area leads to the PK. And Wawa puts it in. And it looked like at that point they would win it. Wawa gets ejected, a red card for unsportsmanlike conduct. And with about 1:40 left, the equalizer for Southwest. And we go to a shootout. That was a big goal. Rojas, despite getting a hand on it. And this is another big one, the stop. And this allowed one final kick for the win. Crowd finally clearing out here at Morrison Stadium in Omaha. Let's go down to Ryan on the field.
All right, thanks, Larry. Well, head coach Joe Massa, what an incredible match. I mean, you've been a part of a lot of great soccer, and you've been a part of some state championship matches. How do you compare this match to some ones that you've been a part of?
This team all year has been, we went down goals and come back, and we've always went down and we come back. So to get a red card that we really didn't, we earned the red card when the kid taunted the other team. And then to go down 10 players and then to stay in there. And then I felt like with 10 players, we were still attacking. And then to go into a PK shootout against a Division I goalkeeper. I can't say enough about these kids. It's like they're the comeback kids.
So when we talked the other day, you said, if this goes to a shootout, how do you feel about Rodolfo? And you didn't hesitate. You said, I'd take him over any keeper in the state. What can you say about Rodolfo at the end?
We've been lucky with shot stoppers here, just like when we had Jeremiah Gonzalez in the last one. But Rodolfo is an excellent shot stopper. We've won 3 shootouts this year. He's undefeated in them. And it's interesting because when we're in practice, he's horrible at stopping our team. So, maybe a little intimidating going in against a Division I goalkeeper, but I'll take Rodolfo any day of the week in a shootout. I mean, the kid's, he's played his heart out here.
What's it mean for the program to repeat?
The repeat is awesome. I really am glad that we won it for all the OPS kids that lost their season in the fall. And we lost our season due to the pandemic. And believe it or not, we were more stacked last year than we would have been this year. So we didn't get our three-peat, but at the same time, it kind of does feel maybe a little bit like a three-peat since it's been 3 years.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, let's bring in, taking some photos. Aaron, let's bring in Aaron Rodriguez. All right, we have Rodolfo here with us, and Rodolfo, all right, so as a senior, to end your high school career like that, what does this mean to you?
It's a great feeling, man. I've worked my butt off since freshman year. Freshman year, I didn't make varsity. It made me work even harder. Sophomore year, then make varsity, made me work harder. Junior year, we didn't have a season because of COVID, and, just had to put the extra work in for my senior year and make sure that I left my senior year like this.
Take me through what your mentality was going into those PKs.
So first of all, throughout the game, man, I was trying to stay up because those 2 goals, I didn't have no saves at all. The last 1 minute, 20 seconds left, and I was like, wow, man, it put me down. But I was just hoping that we would go to overtime in PKs because, I seen the article of the other goalkeeper and saying that he was one of the best PKs, and that made me hungry to show the articles wrong.
Yeah, I mean, Feubarth is going Division I, known as one of the best keepers in the state.
Really good goalkeeper. That's why that's what made me have a bigger challenge and work my butt off right now.
How satisfying is this, not just individually, but as a team?
We worked our way up here, and throughout the season we had 1 loss. We were hoping to go undefeated, but we learned from our 1 loss, and we came up.
All right, let's bring in Aaron Rodriguez. Yep. Oh, I think Aaron's taking a picture. So I'm not sure we're going to get to Aaron. But Omaha South wins in thrilling fashion, 3-2 in a shootout over Lincoln Southwest. And they are your Class A state champions. We'll be back to wrap things up after this.
History isn't just about the past. Knowing our history is a way to help us better understand the present and even improve the future. Nebraska's state historical parks tell stories that will intrigue you, surprise you, or even inspire you.
Learn how our history connects us all. Watch Adventures in History, Discovering Nebraska's State Historical Parks, Sunday night at 7 p.m. Central on World.
For more than 30 years, Ken Burns has been telling America's stories. Now, for the first time, you can stream the Ken Burns collection with PBS Passport. From intimate portraits of exceptional Americans to the epic sweep of a nation at war. From our pastime to our music, our darkest hours to our national treasures. More than 24 films. The Ken Burns Collection. Stream now with PBS Passport.
Hospitals in crisis.
What's the lay of the land out there?
Difficult. The essential hospitals that are in urban markets, they're always living hand to mouth.
In a system driven by disparity.
The structural racism of how we pay for health care.
Frontline and NPR investigate.
This is unacceptable.
Tonight at 11 Central on Nebraska Public Media.
Back in Morrison Field here in Omaha, the final 3-2. Omaha South wins its second consecutive state championship. What a day today, huh? We had Gretna and their remarkable season close it out on the girls' side with the state championship, and now Millard South. Want to remind you that's how you can pick up a DVD. Give us a call at 800-868-1868. Final thoughts, Maren?
Yeah, you know, it was a fantastic night of soccer. This Class A boys state championship game, though, was maybe one of the best games that we've seen in a long time. To have all of the drama, defense, offense, everything at its very best, and to take it into a shootout, you couldn't have asked for anything better.
You can have a drama without high level of play. We had both.
Absolutely.
Right?
Fantastic level of play. It was it's to the point where it's hard to see anyone lose after a game like that.
Want to remind you, another day back here tomorrow at Morrison Stadium. We will crown 2 more state champions. It begins tomorrow at 5 with Norris and Scott. And then tomorrow night at 8 in the Class B state championship. And there's a look at some of the highlights from today. What an outstanding day here in Omaha. We'll be back here tomorrow to crown more state champions. 2 more coming your way. So for Aaron McCrary and Ryan Mix and the entire sports crew, I'm Larry Putney. Thanks for watching the NSAA Soccer Championships on Nebraska Public Media Sports. Good night from Memorial Stadium in Omaha.